Swaghetti is the name, like Swaghetti, pardon me. But yeah, as you can see, he has like some comic pages, but I cannot, for the love of me, know which SCPs they wrote. I'm a little bit confused, I will be honest. Okay, so okay, wait. This one is J. J. This one's the one we're reading now. How do I? I don't even know which one. Okay. Oh god, I'm trying to. Okay. I think is this the only SCP we have? No, there's another one. But this one. Okay. I think there's 2 SCPs. So this is the first time we have Spaghetti. And they wrote Motherburg. Object class safe. Containment procedures. Oh, that's of SCP-2978 are currently contained inside 17, secured in a biometrically locked chamber. The containment chamber and all SCP-2978 communities within are to be observed at all times. Using high-speed HD camera surveillance and digital microscope system, access is limited to level 2 staff. No storage peripherals exceeding 128 megabytes in size are to be inserted into a -A instance. Should population of -B increase to over -A capacity, additional sections of compatible hardware are to be added to prevent overpopulation events. Addendum 2, following test 23, a second biometrically secured entrance has been added outside the primary containment cell. Additionally, no wireless networking peripherals are permitted for use with SCP-2978. SCP-2978 consists of 2 anomalies, -A and B. -A is a collection of anomalously modified Intel D945 GCPE micro ATX motherboards normally found in Intel Pentium 4 personal computers. Anomalous properties are only apparent when examined in close proximity. All components of the motherboards are modified to function as a miniaturized urban city environment. All USB ports of -A were occupied by redacted brand 256 megabytes USB drives when recovered. These thumb drives have resisted all attempts to removal thus far. Number of thumb drives reduced to Z event beta. -B are a race of silicon-based humanoid individuals measuring 400 to 500 nanometers. Is that which? Micrometer. Okay. In height and weighing 50 to 80, I guess, micrograms variably. All -B have a green skin tone with no visible hair. However, each individual has a unique physical appearance, behavior, and personal life within the SCP-2978 community. -B emulates a human society with technology analogous to the 1990s. Individuals use a modified version of English for communication, do not need sustenance. -B have lifespan of approximately 90 hours. This includes birth, schooling, careers, reproduction, family life, and death. High-speed camera equipment is required to observe individuals' daily lives. -B seems incapable of perceiving humans, the perception being an individual named Our Father, he have to refer to as POY 2978. -B can, however, be physically interacted with, causing various detrimental effects to the perceived normalcy. Why is this reminding me of just the like a Motherboard version of like Horton Hears a Who? You know what I mean? The little guys on the flower. Why is it just that? But instead of a flower, it's a motherboard. References to POI 2978 appears in media and religious depictions in SCP-2978 communities. Once compatible hardware makes physical contact with a -A instance, it will be converted into an -A by -B individuals within 11 to 15 hours, depending on the complexity. Hardware manufactured after 2000 does not seem to be affected by -A's modification. Current fears are that SCP-2978 instances have set software version only updated by the creator of SCP-2978. This would have stopped after 2000, the year of containment. That sounds like friends to me. I mean, they can't really see you, but you can try. All communities are named Motherburg with the suffix F1.x added to each new iteration. On all Dash instances, the following will be printed on an upright transistor located near the edge of the motherboard. Welcome to Motherburg population variable. As of the 4th, 10th, 2000, Motherburg F1. Is the last community to have been built. No power source is utilized for the functioning of SCP-2978. Report on event beta. On the 24th, 12th, 2000, junior researcher Motherboard was seen commencing daily observations. Of note, he had not informed staff that he had been experiencing a head lice infestation. After concluding observation, surveillance footage shows him. I was very lucky I never got lice as a kid. Shows him scratching his scalp as he leaves containment. Digital microscope footage shows numerous -B individuals fleeing an area of -A20-24. My teachers and I constantly joke that no lice tried to attack my hair because it was like a jungle, like they didn't know how to get in. You know, I will always try Afro, except for snakes and mirrors. Yeah, I know. Intercepted media from SCP-2978 shows local news reporting the appearance of monsters, encouraging community members to flee to -25. After moving the position of -24's digital microscope, 3 particular humanoid capitis head louse are seen crossing the object's surface. 5 minutes after contact, all -B individuals have evacuated -24. Due to the unexpected nature of the event, numerous -A-25 structures served the secondary purpose of a makeshift dwelling. Researcher Edelstein expressed interest in the preceding events and obtained site director permission to continue observation. In the following hour, the first increase in birth rates were observed, possibly caused by overcrowdfunding. Neighboring SCP-2978 communities expressed disinterest in allowing the immigration of -B individuals. 2 hours after event beta began, living space had become a serious problem and births had increased further. Neighboring -A communities enacted border patrols which prevented immigration, causing hostility. At the 4-hour mark, the lives still present on -24 were seen behaving as typical of the species, with a single louse moving towards -25. No attempts of the removal have been made. Living space and resources have now become critical problems on -25, with rioting and violence becoming a common occurrence. At this point, a small group of -B individuals was sent into -24. The group is seen moving towards the thumb drive on -24. After reaching their destination, 2 individuals are seen entering the storage peripheral. 3 seconds after entering, an explosion occurs in containment. The explosion obliterates -24 and damages 3 additional communities, causing -B deaths. All head lice are destroyed in the explosion. Researcher Edelston received minor trauma to the face, neck, and caused by shrapnel. Mass hysteria was observed following the event, during which 3 new motherboards were introduced to -A for conversion. These new motherboards were placed in -24's former location in close proximity of communities affected by an explosion. Conversion events occurred as per normal, and repopulation proceeded smoothly over the following 12 hours. Prayers and offerings to POI 2978 increased exponentially over the following days, thanking them for the new dwellings. After the described event, it has been determined that all thumb drives have been modified with an explosive of unknown origin. These devices are most likely reserved for emergency situations and are not to be tampered with. Outside influence resulting in mass panic is therefore actively discouraged. Containment procedures have been updated. Attempts of communication with -B. On 2000, researcher printed a microscopic message on a grain of rice. The message contained 3 questions. The response were printed on a piece of prism-shaped silicone placed near the rice grain. The response were penned by the leader of question. Oops, I punched my microphone. When were you created? Oh, our father, a drawing occasion. through our words grace our optics. Through our all-knowing must be testing us thoroughly. For through our creator, we will respond to through debug nevertheless. I was born on the 55th cycle in 245 B8 during the second flash. For our words were born but with through servants awoke. 245 B8 wishes ago. Who is your creator? Most great, having through forgotten us. We know through every cycle of every switch since our birth. Through our creator, our father, king of kings, our reason for birth and death. Having Thor come to take us all in the version, does our response be to Thor's satisfaction? Has been EF88 switches since your last debug. Why does Thor communicate to us with this manner? What is your purpose? Our purpose, greatest and only, is to live through Thor word and be worthy for the Motherboard. Has the final switch come? Will a second version be realized? Is it now? We will be ready. The area where the grain of rice was placed was flooded with activity over the next few hours and has since become a place of religious significance to -B individuals. Being the most visited of all -A locations, all communication has since been seized. Transcript of Incident 1 during Test 23. Transcript of Incident 1 during Test 23. Forward researcher Edelston is testing conversation of non-compatible hardware with -A. 14th 9th 1847. Researcher Edelston is seen inserting generic brand of mobile broadband modem into an USB port on -A in the latest iteration. Testing USB port is noted to function as a bus station for -A. 1850. Researcher Edelston finishes prepping of test and leaves containment chamber. 18. Why does it feel like I burned my tongue? I don't know why. 1855. Microscopic imaging indicates increased movement of -B individuals in the area. 1941. No changes in the mobile router. SCP-2978 media shows increased attention to inserted router. 1959. First drastic changes in SCP-2978 stock exchange noted, which with tech company Mothertech stock prices increasing by 1000%. -B got a friend in me, of course I do. 16th 9th 2000. 1354 unknown modification appears on wireless router. 1357. Attempts is made to contact researcher Edelston. He is unavailable but notified of progress. Telephone conversation indicates him ordering junior researchers to keep testing active until his arrival. 1432. Hundreds of -B individuals observed to enter tested USB port containing router. 1433. Junior researcher Matthews enters containment intending to halt current test. Same time, wireless modem ejects from USB port traveling at 18 km per hour. One now referred to as -A alpha. 1434. -A alpha appears to be an aerial exploration vehicle piloted by -B individuals. Method of propulsion is unknown. It is observed by high-speed cameras circling the containment area once and escaping containment. 1435. Containment breach alarm is activated. -A alpha is seen traveling at 20 km per hour through side hallways. 1436. -A alpha is seen entering ventilation ducts. 1438. Visual contact with -A alpha is lost. -A alpha's current whereabouts are unknown. Side-wide sweeps have been inconclusive. Disciplinary action has been taken against SCP-2978 research team. Researcher Edelston has been reprimanded for his actions. A statement is observed on the now disused USB port. It reads, "Our father's gift, a vessel, but Theo's brave enough to find him and it in life. Containment procedures updated." SCP-2978 was found in the home of discredited bioengineer Dr. after a fire almost destroyed his residence. The number of -A instances were destroyed in the fire with -B deaths. SCP-2978 media covered the event for 3 months, and memorial plaque was erected on -A-1 by its community. Doctor's current whereabouts are unknown. Alright guys, it is 1 in the morning now. I'm gonna head out real quick, take goodbye my friend, and then we're gonna read the last SCP, alright? Just give me a couple minutes. And also I'm still imagining the like Horton Hears a Who with this SCP, even though like it's definitely not that much the same, but like that's where my mind's going. But yeah, be right back.